Oh, there you go. Awesome. Okay. Okay, hold on one second. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Eric F. King coming to you from my home office here in Virginia. And this is a wake up and win call that we do every day, Monday through Friday. And today I am especially excited because I have one of the best confidence coaches in the world in the house. All right. Her name is Marion Swingler. So Marion, can you just say a few words to the crowd?
Good morning, everyone. It's time to wake up and get it done. Glad to be here. Thank you, Eric, for inviting me.
No problem. Appreciate you. All right. So as always, I'm going to share some information with you, some information that can help you in your business and in your life. And then I'm going to give a proper introduction to our special guest speaker. All right, so today we're talking about confidence in sales. And I'm going to start with my story because I think sometimes you need to hear a story of someone that wasn't confident that became confident. All right. So I went to college. When I went to college, I majored in marketing. I wanted to be in advertising or something fun like that, right? So I got hired by a company called Xerox, right? Xerox, the copier company. And at the time, Xerox was a top 100 company. It was like Google and Apple, right? It was a great company. Everybody knew about it. And they had incredible training. So I called, so I got there and they said they're going to put me in sales. And I was disappointed. I said, oh my God, I can't be a salesperson. Like, I'm a nice guy. How can I sell people, right? So anyway, I called my dad and I said, look, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I got hired by Xerox. He said, that's great. I said, the bad news is they put me in sales and I don't want to be a salesman. And he laughed because he was a realtor, right? So he was a salesman. So he said, here's the deal. He said, that's a blessing for you. Because if you learn how to sell, you can use your skills in anything you do for the rest of your life, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna try it out. So I got started, and in 60 days, I did not sell one copier. People that started with me, some of them sold 2, some of them sold 3. I couldn't sell 1. Wow. Now at the time, we can also sell supplies like toner and paper. Right? And they do that so you can make more money or you can get started selling. I couldn't sell paper, y'all. I couldn't sell paper because I felt like I was being pushy or salesy, so I didn't want to offend anybody, right? So I called my dad again, and you can see my dad was a big influence on me. God rest his soul, but he was a great influence on me. I called him again, and I said, look, they're about to fire me, so I'm just gonna quit. He said, don't quit. He said, don't quit. He said, what you need to do, find somebody in the company that sells the way you're comfortable selling, because sales is a learned skill. I remember him saying that. Sales is a learned skill. So I'm telling you that. All right. So anyway, I found a guy named Brian who was one of the top people in the company. I said, can I shadow you? Which is a fancy way of saying, can I follow you around? Okay. So he said, yeah. So I took my writing pad. There were no iPads over there back then. No iPhones. Okay. So I took my writing pad. It was a yellow pad. Yeah. And so I figured I'm going to write down everything he says so I can become a master salesman. So we're going to these offices, and he's making friends with people. He'll get to know you. He'll get to know your family. He'll get to know where you go on vacation. He'll get to know the name of your dog. And I'm looking at him like, he's not even selling our copies. What's he doing? I couldn't take any notes. And then he'll find out what your pains and your struggles are. So how's business going? Right? How's business going? Right? And then he'll find out how your current copier is working. And then if you tell him like, oh, well, sometimes it jams. He says, really? How often does it jam? And he'll take the notes down. Then say, well, so what happens when it jams? Then he said, well, then we have to call the maintenance man. He comes in. Wow. How long does that take? About 2-3 hours. 2-3 hours. So do you think you're losing any money from this? Oh yeah. How much would you say you're losing from this? Maybe 10 grand, 11, whatever it is. He'll take it down. And then he'll say, you know what? Based on what you've told me, I think I can help you. I can help you get to your goals and help you avoid all those jams and the time you're wasting and the money you're wasting. And here's what I recommend. I recommend you get this copier. And another thing I recommend is so things are faster and you don't have to waste time, why don't you go ahead and get 6 months worth of paper? I mean, you can get 4 months or 6 months. Which one do you prefer? They're like 4 months. Okay, 4 months. And then what about the toner? Like, how much toner do you think you need? 3 months or 4 months? 4 months.
My goodness.
And then before you know it, he has an order of like $50,000-$60,000. And I'm like, wow, right? I still didn't take any notes because I was like, I couldn't believe it. Anyway, that's how I learned how to sell. I said, wow, get to know people, find out their pains, and then you can sell. All right. Now, so we went to this account, and it was a big account. And after 45 minutes, Brian said, you guys have a good deal from Canon. That was our number one competitor. He said, I recommend you keep doing what you're doing with Canon, right? And if you have any questions, here's my card. So we got into the car. I said, why didn't you try and sell him something? It's a big company. He said, Eric, when you meet a prospect, you have to decide to leave them better off than you met them. And Canon is giving them such a good deal that we can't match it. So for goodwill purposes, I tried not to sell them, but just give them my card. I'm like, wow. I call that compassionate selling. And that's how I decided to become a compassionate salesperson.
My Lord.
Yes. Thank you. So I'm gonna finish the story. Actually, I'll finish the story now and then give you a little training later. Within 18 months, I was in the top 3% of all sales reps. I was winning awards. I was winning trips to Hawaii. I was making 6 figures in my 20s. Way more money than a 20-something year old should make because I spent it all because I had no responsibility, right? And but I was living the life because I learned compassionate selling. So you have to stick around. After our speaker, I'm going to give you 3 tips that can change your business forever. All right. So now I have the esteemed honor to introduce to you an incredible confidence coach. She has her own podcast. I was a guest on her podcast, Confident You Podcast. She knows what she's talking about. She has this workbook that's out of this world. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you none other than Marion Swingler. Marion, go ahead.
Let me tell you something. The first person that should be cheering for you is you. He said my name and I went crazy. Cheer for yourself at all times. That's the first confidence tip I'm going to give you. Next, I want to say thank you, Eric. Thank you for this opportunity to come before your global community and share confidence, which is the deepest passion of my heart. When I tell you this is something that I had to realize God gave to me to share, and I'm honored to be able to be in your community and share it with the world just as He intended for me to do. Hello, everyone. I am Marion Swingler. I am the coach to your confident voice to be heard whenever, wherever, however you desire. You may say, what does that mean? I help entrepreneurs. Listen, I help entrepreneurs build their confidence. Do you know that's something you should constantly, always be working on, because we are the person that talk to ourselves all day, every day. And sometimes the thoughts that we have aren't edifying and building ourselves. So we have to be consistently aware of what we are, guess what, saying to ourselves about the great, even the amazing information that Eric just shared. Saying to ourselves about how we're selling, how we're doing in our business, how we're showing up in our business, how we want to represent ourselves, our business, our family, our generations behind us, and those that are coming before us. It is very important. Specifically, my message today is that I help entrepreneurs build confidence in what they write, what they speak, and what they think. It is amazing for me to be here. Thank you again, Eric. The 3 topics that I want to talk on is how you, yes, the grammar is not going to be the best, how you be, but this is how you are. You are to live, move, and have your being in your business. You're here right now because you want to build your business. You're in the right place because you actually have that first B. That first B is to be the before. The people before you. You want to be associating yourself with master classes and different books and different webinars like this one here, where you have access to the information of people that have already conquered things in those areas that you want to build and get better in. So I challenge you to find today 3 people on social media, 3 people on YouTube. This is free information now. There are books that you already have in your possession. 3 things, 3 avenues of information in your field of expertise where you can actually do your own master class. This master class will take place whenever you desire. Open your planner and plan a definite time. These are the 30 minutes every day that I will sit and digest and then take apart and really learn from the information that I'm watching. Don't just watch YouTube. Take out a pen, take out a paper. I will share with you who I glean from each and every day. Marion Golden. There are things in my life I know I need to get better at. I know that finance is somewhere that I need to build my confidence. So I purposefully seek information to build that. Yes, this is a pastor that is an amazing businessman, and he shares freely on YouTube, and I created my own masterclass with his information where I sit down each day and I listen to the message, sometimes the same message all week, and I take notes and I build in that area. I build that confidence in my area of finance, which I know is my challenge. You better know yourself and be honest where you need to build up. 2, that second area where you can build confidence and you want to be is the people that are beside you. That's where you can get more confidence. I told you about the people that are before you and how you can find them and glean from them. You want to glean from the people that are beside you. Now listen, these are people that are building just like you. This is everyone on this call right now. You want to connect. You want to build those relationships. You want to look at the relationships you already have and actually assess the real value, because you want to be putting people in the proper place in your life, in your business. You want to make sure people are in the optimal places in your sphere, because this is your world. Right now, I have invited you into Marion's world, and Eric has invited me into his world. I am in the kingdom right now, and I'm honored to be here. You have to associate yourself with great people. I have been blessed since the moment I heard the name Eric King. Thank you, sir. So I am able to glean from him in an area where I did not have confidence. Sales. Listen, but this is now my friend. And I can go, hey, yo, this is going on, and I really am not sure what I need to do exactly. So I was able to call my friend to get a plan. So now I have a plan of execution. So now I can say, excuse me, I am Marion Swingler, and compassionate closer. Yes, I am a compassionate closer. Listen, I'm telling him he needs to give out certificates so I can say I'm a certified compassionate closer. Eric, that's the next thing we're adding to that program. Did you see this friendship just now work? He didn't even have to say anything, but I'm honored to feed into him because I'm telling you how he's fed into me. It's amazing. And the last B that I feel we have to address. This one is so vital because I believe that this is where people really miss it. This is where you don't that people, I don't feel people are thinking about it as profoundly as it is. This B is the behind you. So I've given you the before you, those you glean from. I've given you the beside you, those you work with. They in the trenches with you. They are driving and moving forward just as you are. You can bounce ideas off of them. You can get information that they have, and you give value. So it's a balanced relationship. You give and you get. Somebody you can just go, listen, this is what I'm about to say. What do you think? But it needs to be someone that's trusted. Now that behind, this is where you apply everything you learn. And it actually helps you to see, wait, I do know this. This is actually the area that proves your confidence. This is where the confidence is proven to you. It seems like you're proving it to someone else, but believe it or not, you're proving it to yourself, and you're growing. This behind is where you're a mentor. You're a coach to someone else. You take all that information you've learned, and you freely give into someone else to help pull them along as you've been pulled along. I like to say it's your give back. But you're thinking you're giving back to someone else. No, you're giving to you. Because as this mentee asks questions and poses scenarios, guess who's really doing a deep dive thinking about what they have learned? You. And you're actually learning even more on something you came to teach somebody else. But that question opened up a whole nother avenue for you to have what authority and expertise in. It's an excellent opportunity for you to take that information that has been planted in you to water it. All those questions, that's watering it. That's feeding it. That's food for it. And you reap even greater fruit. I challenge you to be amazing, to show up the way that you actually want to show up in your business. The first thing you will need to do is pull out a piece of paper and write just that. How do I want to be? How do I want to be seen? How do I want, I'm going to say this, how do I want on the day that I am buried, they're standing there talking about me? What do I want them to say about me? So it goes beyond your business. What do I want them to say about my character, my conduct, and my commitment to whatever that is I stand for? I'm telling you right now, I stand for Jesus and the confidence that he has given me, the tools he has given me in confidence. I'm telling you right now, I thought in my entire life, I am just now getting this revelation of confidence in me. My entire life, a little bit about me, yeah, I sing. So I thought, I'm a one-horse pony. I can do that thing like none other. No, like I sing. If you've ever seen Fame, everybody back in that era wanted to go to a school of the arts. I actually made it in. I am a proud graduate of Duke Ellington School of the Arts in Washington, D.C. This is a prestigious honor to be able to say, because not everyone in the DMV makes it in. I made it in. And from there, I made it in again. I'm an alumni of Juilliard Conservatory. So why wouldn't I think I'm a singer? That's it, I'm a singer. But the singing kept leading to me building confidence in people and them saying, you're my life coach. You're my life coach. I'm like, wait, no, we're here in the studio. I'm just trying to help you produce this music. That's it. And they're like, no, everything you just helped me tear down so that I could freely stand at this mic and let my voice be heard. And that's when it just kept happening. It kept happening. The same way within 24 hours of me meeting someone, their response is, you're a life coach. You're a life coach. And I niched that down. God helped me just keep coming before people until I found that thing. So if you feel like, I'm not really sure what I'm doing, don't worry. Keep going. It's going to come. It's going to come. You're fine. It's going to come. But keep doing. You can't get it. You can't find it if you're not actually out there looking for it. And how you look for it is to do. Eric, I thank you. I yield the floor back to you. It has been an honor and a privilege. I want to, for your community, I want to hand out a free ebook. So I just want to take just a few more moments and let everyone, if you go to my Instagram and follow at Marion Swingler, that is Marion, last name Swingler, not Swindler, Swingler, Swingler. Again, that is at MarionSwingler. You can join my social media, my IG, and DM me the word king. You know why? Because Eric is a king. DM me the word king, and I'll be happy to get you on your way to the free ebook, which is everything I just taught and more. But this ebook is also a workbook, because I actually want you not just to listen and read. I want you to write, plan, and grow.
All right. Thank you so much, Marion. Appreciate it. You can mute your line.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for the nuggets that you gave us today. I knew you would do a great job, but I didn't know it would be this great, right? And I'm just so grateful. Right now, we have people watching in United States, in Canada, in Europe, in Africa, all over the world. In the next few days, we're going to go to hundreds. And as I go, and I put this on YouTube, okay, so we're going to go to thousands of people will see this message. So I want you, if you're watching today, to share it, okay? Don't keep it to yourself, all right? Pay it forward. Share this with your friends. Put this on all your social media. Let people know the good news of what you're learning from Marion and what you're learning every day, right? Just share it and share it and share it. You know, we see things online that goes viral, negative things every day. Let this go viral. Let this go viral. All right. So I'm about to end right now, but I love everything you said, and I agree with everything you said. Success leaves clues. He talked about Marion. She talked about Myron Golden, right? I'm in his mastermind. I was with him just 3 weeks ago in Florida, right? Right? Like, success leaves clues. I didn't know she follows him, right? Because we think alike, right? Success leaves clues. All right. So real quick, before we end, I did want to mention that I am putting together a summit, okay? Sell with Confidence Summit. It's going to be in North Carolina. So actually, I got the hotel and everything. It's in a studio. I call it an Anthony Robbins studio, right? Because you have those life-size Zooms, right? So it's a big deal, right? And I want you to be a part of it. I want you to be a part of it because I'm going to record a course. So I'm giving you all the course for free, basically. I'm going to record a course, and you're going to get the recording as well if you register. So, okay. So go to successwitheric.com/summit. SUMMIT. Successwitheric.com/summit, and you will be able to register to go to the summit. It's on September 20th at 12 noon. Okay, so it's going to be for a few hours, so you have to block off some time, but September 20th at 12 noon. And I will be there in North Carolina, but you can watch from anywhere in the world and basically get a course for free. Yeah, that you won't have to pay for it. So, yeah, so I want to share that real quick. And before we end, want to talk about, number one, you must believe in yourself to be good at anything. Sales, whatever it is, you must believe in yourself. And as Marion said, how do you do that? By getting on calls like this, by reading books like this, like this. Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich, okay? Reading books like this. So make sure you get it. I made sure my 3 sons read this by the time they were 13. That's how important it is, okay? Think and Grow Rich. So read the right books. Get on YouTube. Watch people like Myron Golden, okay? Russell Brunson, he's also in the same mastermind as me. He's the founder of ClickFunnels. people like that. Watch them online, okay? So you have to believe in yourself. Number two, believe in your offer. Believe in what you are selling. All right. People come to me all the time and they're like, Eric, I just can't sell this. I can't sell this. So I say, okay, do the sales pitch for me. And when they're done, I'm like, no wonder, like you're not enthusiastic about it. It's like you don't believe what you're doing, right? You got to believe what you're doing, right? So sell yourself on your offer. Sell yourself that it helps people, that it transforms lives, okay? And lastly, anytime you're meeting with someone on a sales call, make sure you are in a peak state. Okay? So visualize success, positive imagery. Visualize, I'm going to do it. I'm going to win. And think about the person. Don't think about yourself. If you think about yourself, you'll get nervous. Selfishness leads to nervousness. Okay? You have to think about how can I leave them in a better state than I found them. I've been doing this, guys, for 25 years now. All right? I know this inside and out. You cannot be good at sales if you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in your offer. Okay, I had a client once who she said I can't make up to 50,000. I make like 40-something thousand. I said, the industry you're in, people are making six figures, multiple six figures. She said, but you don't understand. I just can't do it. So when I found out about her background, I realized that her dad never made 50,000. Her mom never made 50,000. Her auntie never made 50,000. Nobody in her life made 50,000. So I had to reprogram her mind to let her know that it's irrelevant what your family makes. It's irrelevant if you come from a poor family. People say, I come from a poor family. Then you create a rich family. I don't have a rich uncle. You be the rich uncle. So I had to change that in her brain before I can teach her strategies. Guess what, folks? The next 6 months, she made over 6 figures. Why? Because she could have done it all along. Anytime she wanted. So I'm gonna end with that. Thank you again, Marion, for being here. I appreciate you. I'm gonna send this all over social media. And also, folks, by the way, we meet here every morning, okay? And on Monday, we have a special motivational Monday power hour, and I'm gonna have 4 guests. So connect with me on LinkedIn, and you'll get the details on that. Again, thank you so much, Marion, for being here. I appreciate everybody, and let's go out there and let's have a great day today, folks. Thanks again. Bye-bye.